important game changes, and how to make the most of them.
All student organizations are henceforth disbanded.
Because of the recent outbreak of coronavirus, Niantic have made a number of steps across all their games to help people play more solo rather than in teams. The whole premise of Niantic games is to go out and get together, which is kind of the worst thing you could possibly do right now. So as we know, Community Day has been cancelled for now, postponed really. That will be happening at a later date, but currently in game we have a number of measures to help us play at home. These measures are as follows. Tonic for trace detection will reveal more traces more frequently. Tonic for trace detection will have master notes increase from 15 to 50% efficiency. Ingredients will appear more on the map, especially for trace detection tonic. Traces in general will appear more frequently. Spell energy will appear on the map. A free store bundle with tonic for trace detection 4 times. And the amount of gifts you can open each day has been increased from 10 to 20. So let's look at each one of these and see how it affects our game.
Your ministry remain strong.
So all these measures they are taking are features that are already in game, don't need any additional coding, just need to be kind of turned on and tuned up. So these are things they can do right now without having to do any additional development. Looking at these measures more closely, it looks like some work will need to be done to balance it out a little better. For example, with the boosted traces and trace detection tonic, we're going to need way more energy than what is available through these current spell energy on the map. I walked around this morning and the spaces between the spell energy was kind of a little wide. We need to have energy available within any radius distance, as in no matter what house you're in a street, you should be able to reach that energy. So that has to be spaced accordingly. I think it may need to be slightly more dense. Niantic and WB need to not go the way of basing things on population density, because it isn't the density that matters, because we all get the same energy. If there's a house or a street, it needs to be evenly distributed, no matter how many people live there. By increasing the opening of gifts from 10 to 20, it looks like they are trying to address the issue of the amount of energy you can get and brewing ingredients you can get, and not exactly runestones, we'll go down that road in a minute. The problem is this is a finite resource, as in people need to get these gifts to send you, and to get the gifts you have to go outside. This is the wizarding equivalent to panic buying, where everybody is consuming a lot of stuff but it's not being replaced, and we can't go out and get more gifts to send yet if we are stuck at home. This could be changed. It will require a few developmental changes. So if you're picking up an energy from the ground, this new spell energy from the ground, you actually get a chance of getting an energy gift. And if you're picking up ingredients from the ground, you get a chance of getting an ingredients gift. I say, fortresses are another matter entirely. So talking of fortresses, this is some ideas. Depending on how it develops with the virus, we may see some sort of Popup Fortress. If I was to develop this feature, it would have to be limited to your friends only. You don't want people to see it pop up on the map and then come flooding around your house, because that kind of defeats the object. It would be available just once a day, and that would be for 30 minutes. This way it prevents people from grinding it way too much. I've seen a few options suggested by other players. One is to expand your radius, so any fortress within your viewable map range is clickable. This works for like suburban city players, definitely for sure, but rural players it's not going to help them whatsoever, because a lot of them can't see fortresses on their maps at all. Another option I've seen is to use flu powder to take you to another fortress. Now, unfortunately, in my mind, it feels a bit like spoofing, but it's obviously spoofing. But I don't think they would want to get people used to the ability of just being able to go to any fortress they like without having to move. That's kind of contrary to the core of the game, which is to get off your feet and move. So I don't think I want to introduce people to things like, oh, this is just like how spoofing works, and I don't want to tempt people down that road. In terms of getting runestone gifts, they obviously come from fortresses anyway, so a Popup Fortress would solve that problem. We also have the daily awards system as well, so there could be just all boxes, and in those boxes could be 100 energy, runestones, and everything like that you would need. So the system is already there for that. For those of us who live in suburban and rural areas, we kind of have a bit of an advantage right now, because where I play, I am pretty darn safe. If I walk outside, I only meet like 10 people, and that's at a distance. I don't have to use any matched transport to get anywhere. I just walk around my streets. So I am pretty safe to walk around, and with all the new spawns and energy floating around, it's almost like playing in the city, playing in suburbia right now. So to make most of these new features, we've got 3 tips. Open your game often, periodically through the day, as there always seems, every time I open up my game, there is energy sitting there, but only 1 or 2 points to click on. These award about 4 or 5 spell energy each, but of course at the moment, if you want to do Alohomora on an Arumpant, it can take up to 5 casts anyway. So open your game often and just keep picking up that energy, and then when you have enough to do whatever you want to do, then use it. So before using a trace detection tonic, quickly check your energy level first to make sure you can handle all the spawns. If not, just open up your game every few minutes, pick up those energy spawns, and then use the trace detection tonic. And a brain elixir if you happen to have any. If you're in contact with your friends list, well, many of us are not, but if you are, ask them for what you need. I imagine runestones is not one of the things you need right now. So energy and ingredients, if you need those, just ask your friends. With all these new spawns and energy around, it's very tempting to go out there and just swallow it all up, like I am going to, but my area I know is very safe. If it's not safe for you to do so, if you need to go mass transport and stuff like that, then you need to weigh up the risks. I am not here to tell you what you can and cannot do. That's nothing to do with me. Also, I would advise not meeting up in big groups either. Just go on your own and hoover it all up. Or, with someone who you happen to live in the same house with, as you know, you could be with them anyway. So that's the changes we have so far and what I would like to see, and a few tips on how to use them efficiently. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more. Say it's very early days. I've only been out and played once with them. So yeah, but I think it's very good that they're making steps to obviously be helpful. I can imagine a lot of people don't want some of these features to go away once the game and everything gets back to normal, but yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. They may even keep some of the features, you never know. So feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and these tips. I have the vlog almost finished edited, so that will be coming out soon, probably on Monday. So yes, stay safe out there, get your wands ready, brush up on your spells, wizard unite.